doing?
The Hokies 0 for 14 all-time against Duke in Durham. Not all of those games played at Cameron Indoor Stadium, and of course they only recently became a conference opponent for the Blue Devils. But think about how this could rectify some ill will along Blacksburg way after what happened in the ACC football championship last night.
I don't think, Tim, anybody's worried about that. But Larry, what do you see from Virginia Tech here?
Well, I'll tell you what, in watching this game right now, I think Virginia Tech's got to go for the 3. I'd go for the juggler right now because they've been battling back all night long. Duke's made about 7 or 8 runs at them, and they've come back each time. Why not go for the coup de grace right now and put Duke away?
Xavier Dowdell comes out exhorting the Cameron Crazies, saying, yeah, bring some more. We're enjoying it. He'll trigger the inbounds.
Oh, you ought to do that after you score, not before.
A reach in, nearly taken away, and then a foul. A foul committed, going for the loose ball by Dockery, and it's 1-1 time. Remember, I mentioned team fouls were only at 15 between them. That's the 16th team foul of the half. Both teams with 8, so it's 1-1 at the free throw line.
And this is what Duke has been trying to do all night long. Aggressive defensively. Nice job by Dockery. Gets called for the foul there because he knocks Gordon down. Watch here. He's going for the ball, but Gordon goes down. If Gordon stays up, that's no foul.
He's 69% at the free throw line. Jamon Gordon, junior from Jacksonville. Andrew Jackson High School. 1 for 2 tonight. He has a low trajectory shot. Oh, the iron tantalizingly climbed. Oh, and he knew it.
As you say, only a 69% free throw shooter, but if you want a guy to make a play, this is one of your guys.
Too hard again. Pulled down by Williams. Fouled by Washington. That's his 5th. Gordon is still upset with himself.
Tim, you'd like to make that free throw, of course, but in that situation, that's not a bad foul by Deron Washington. It is his 5th, but what you have to do is stretch the game out a little bit, and now Sheldon Williams goes down. Even if he makes both free throws, it's still only a 3-point game, and Virginia Tech will have a chance to come down and tie with the 3, although it's going to be harder without Deron Washington.
Vasallo is A.D. Vasallo is on the floor. He is a 3-point shooter, and he has come in for Deron Washington.
And Sheldon Williams comes in at only a 64% free throw shooter. If you're the Hokies, you really have to block out now.
Yeah, they have given up a lot of offensive rebounds at the free throw line with Duke shooting them. Not this time. Gordon gets the rebound. It's a 1-point game.
But now you can win it with a 2. You don't have to go for the 3.
Dowdell, a pull-up. Collins puts it in with a tick remaining. Coleman Collins tips it in.
Tim, the score of this game was Duke 74 and Virginia Tech 63. So the Virginia Tech Hokies have scored 12 consecutive points over a 3-minute and 51-second stretch. And Xavier Dowdell just beats his man out of the perimeter, beats Dockery, draws the defense, and Coleman Collins in the right spot to tip it in. This has been an outstanding effort by Virginia Tech. And you know, if you're Sheldon Williams in that situation, Tim, you either have to go for the block or you got to get back and block out. He got halfway in between, and as a result, he got neither the block out nor the block.
By the way, in the celebration, Jamon Gordon hurt himself. Shortly after the tip-in occurred, Jamon Gordon came down and was limping off the floor.
You get another look at it here. Xavier Dowdell gets past, the help comes, nobody blocks out Coleman Collins.
A career-high 25 for Coleman Collins. Now 1 second left. What miracle can be from within? The referees are apparently looking to see how much time should be remaining on the clock after the ball goes through the hoop. And I think there could be 1 seconds. As it goes through the hoop, 1.7 seconds. Remember, the ball must go through the hoop completely, and then the time remaining can become official.
Tim, you're right. That's what the discussion is.
All the way through the net.
Well, the rule is that on a basket in the last minute, the clock stops.
Yes, yes.
And so I think that you could have anywhere between like 1.5 and 2 seconds going back up there. And of course, Duke has shown you that you can do an awful lot in about 2 or 2.3 seconds.
Yes. Yes.
Although I don't see Christian Laettner and Grant Hill out there.
McRoberts will throw it in. Reddick, Williams are on the wings.
Now, Tim, and they're not going to put any time back on the clock.
5-2 Virginia Tech has come in here, and now against
well, they are
undefeated and #1 Duke. Now Carl Hess coming over. Apparently they are going to add some additional time.
I think that they said they want a certain amount of time up on the clock, and then they went out and no time has been added to the clock. So they put 16 seconds up there. The crowd loves that, but they want 1.6.
Now there's a home court advantage, Greenberg. You know Seth is going to have fun with that.
Well, of course he's going to have fun with that. As long as he's ahead by a point, he's going to have lots of fun with that.
First win ever for Virginia Tech, provided they...
Well, now what we have happening is we've got one of the Duke managers over there climbing up on the scorer's table, trying to help the guy running the clock get the clock set.
You recall, I know you do because you were with me, a game years ago when you remember the game when Randolph Chambers hit a three-point shot, but the clock operator thought it was a 2, and because of where we were located up here in the so-called catbird seat, the only player that knew it was a 3 was Grant Hill, and he rushed down to take a shot, and we were thinking, wait a minute, it's a tie game, you didn't have to rush. You remember that?
Absolutely. It's a long time ago. Time is my memory.
Yes, timekeeping and clock operations can be an issue at Cameron Indoor Stadium.
Well, now we got 1.6 seconds left, and that manager, the Duke manager, is the one who got that straightened out.
By the way,
big assist to that young lady.
Yeah, and the thing to remember here is the extra time you have to actually launch a shot, provided the pass is completed.
And you can't commit a foul because that'll put Duke on the line.
Dockery at the buzzer.
You got to be kidding me!